very good horses lining up for that particular classic that we haven't seen in the trial, but you'd have to credit this filly on the day for what she's done. But from my perspective, I think Jellicle Ball is going to be a very exciting horse when she's able to stretch out a little bit more. Under fast condition with the tail, when she just couldn't get the winner back because the winner was rolling, and is a good filly. Look at the first threes, long gap over the fourth. You're absolutely right to say what you did say about Tiggy Wiggy. She is probably going to run, I imagine, be aimed at the Royal Ascot Group 1 Sprint, whatever it's called. The Commonwealth Cup, indeed, yeah. And she's filled out well enough physically to think that she'll be able to recapture her form. But front-running suits her just because she steals an advantage early. And Connections did the right thing to try and see what would happen if she was held up. But she got tired towards the end. She arguably was outpaced even before that by Red Starts, who is a good filly. And I think we've seen a really strong renewal of the Fred Darling.
Just wondered how hasty I was in making that assumption about, only because when they came out the gates with regards to Tiggy Wiggy, immediately I said, oh, she's a little bit keen, no cover. So it is feasible that she's better than that performance over this 7 furlong distance today.
No, I think the thing is there's too much of a conservative air about TV pondering because people don't want to look foolish. But the problem is that you can't do that when you're betting. You've got to make decisions. You can't just say, I'm not going to write a horse off. It's an absurd phrase, really. Clearly, the horses have got beaten in trials before and have come out and won the main event, but a lot of those horses haven't necessarily been trained by Richard Hannon, who's got a very good record in trials and had a horse who's very active, sprint type, who you'd have thought, given her frame, would be easier to get ready than most. And she'll probably take a chance in the Guineas now because where else would you run her? But one of the things about two-year-old form, I believe, is that in this present day, two-year-old racing isn't as strong as it used to be. And horses now, to win a classic off two-year-old form, I think they need to improve. Okay. Horses can do, not just hang on to their form. And we'll talk about that again in half an hour when it comes to the Greenham. But I would agree with you. I'd be astonished if Tiggy Wiggy could win the 1,000 Guineas.
I'd be astonished if she won the 1,000 Guineas. I wouldn't give up on her staying 7 furlongs, is the point I'm trying to make.
Sent from the front. Yeah. That's the point, yes. Sent from the front. That back to what she's good at, back to allowing that magisterial trapping ability.
Well, I might not be backing her for the Guineas, but Red Start, if you're interested, Hills are 16-1 from 66s for the Newmarket Fillies Classic.
And Red Starts won today at 12s from Jellicle Ball, who's 11-4, and Tiggy Wiggy, the favourite, back in third. 11 ran. Red Starts time, 122.13. They've gone under standard there. The Arab Spring time at 2:32.35, 29.5 seconds. That can't be right. No, that's the incorrect standard there. That's the Marna Quarter standard. So we'll rejig that for you.
Different people want different experiences from their holiday. Yes, they want to enjoy what they want to enjoy, like going to the spa or lying on the beach or going shopping. But they also want to feel a sense of enrichment by coming on vacation. We've seen Dubai go from a regional city to a global city. To see what has developed here over the years is nothing short of amazing.
Assembling down at the start at Bangor and D. Second race coming up, Division 1 of a handicap hurdle, 2.5 miles, 11 hurdles, 9 runners. Galactic Power is 100-30, 7-2 Kilkenny Kim, and Genola 7-2, 15-2 Bay Fortuna, El Stig is 10s, Tantalise is 10s, that's from 9-1, Lady Ra 16s from 12s, 20s Daring Indian, and Dr. Darcy 33-1. I'm afraid the news isn't very good about Powerstown Dreams. I think he had to be put down. It appeared that he slipped up on the home bender. Whether that caused him to be injured or whether he was injured and that caused him to slip up, we don't know. But commiserations to everyone connected with the Powerstown Dreams in that. The opening contest. This one are about on post time. Galactic Power winner last time. Just edged out of favouritism on the exchanges now by Kilkenny Kim, who also won last time. And I think Kilkenny Kim must go well, this mare. Connor Walsh claiming 7. They're coming out. Let's go back to Mark.
Thanks, Angus. Shouldn't be too long here. These 3 last time winners heading the market. And Kilkenny Kim with the tongue tie and the cheek pieces last time, that really did the trick for her when scoring at Sedgefield. Conor Walsh in the saddle once more, and must have a real chance here of following up that victory. Starter's raised his flag, won't be long here. Starter's raised his flag, runner's about to be called forward, and they're off. Dr. Darcy has made a good start here. He's poached about 6 or 8 lengths at the start as they head towards the first flight of hurdles in this Wrexham Lager Export Handicap Hurdle Division 1. 11 flights of hurdles over this 2.5 mile trip. Dr. Darcy making the early running. Leads from Anginola and Kilkenny Kim. They'll cross it in second and third. They were joined by Daring Indian. Rather slow was Tantalised. He was pushed along for a few strides, having jumped that flight of hurdles. Held up at the back is El Stig. That's the trailer as they race on towards the next flight of hurdles. Numbers 2 and 3 will be over on the far side of the course, and Dr. Darcy and Josh Waller clear as they jump this flight of hurdles. All streaming over it safely, with Tantalised coming through in the mid-division now after being rather slow at the first couple of flights. Has moved through into the middle of the pack to take a position just behind the leaders. Still taken along as they take this next flight of hurdles by Dr. Darcy. Pretty close for second place as they make the turn in. Daring Indian on the fence, the white jacket of Kilkenny Kim, one off the rail, probably just shading second. The multicoloured jacket then of Anginola. Then Tantalised, who's moved through now to take a share of 5th place with Bay Fortuna against the fence, and wide of them is Galactic Power in white, black and green. Green colours of Lady Ra held up towards the tail, and shares last place with El Stig as they race on towards the next 2 flights of hurdles. With the pace setting Dr. Darcy up and over clear, and they've all taken that without problem, and they race on then towards the next flight of hurdles, and this is number 5 of the 11. Dr. Darcy having a first start for Trevor Wall today, makes the running with a 2-length advantage from the Sedgefield scorer Kilkenny Kim. The Plumpton scorer towards the left as we look at them is Anginola. They vie for second and third. Hugging the inside rail is Daring Indian back in 4th for Paul Maloney. Daring Indian followed a length back by Tantalised, who continues to be niggled along but continues to take closer order. Half a length then to Galactic Power, racing wide for Joe Pomowski. In against the fence, the dark blue and white Bay Fortuna. El Stig under restraint is next, and the trailer is just Lady Ra as they race away now towards the next flight of hurdles. And this will be number 6. Long run though before they take this 6th flight of hurdles as they head away from the enclosures. With the pace, a decent one set by Dr. Darcy. In second place, Kilkenny Kim for Conor Walsh, vying for that position with Anginola and Noel Feely. And right there with them is Daring Indian, making that line of 3 behind the leader. Still continuing to race wide is Galactic Power. Tantalised is still off the bridle in behind them as they cross the next flight. Was passed in the air there by Bay Fortuna. El Stig is tracking the leading group, in touch, but at the back of the field with Lady Ra as Tantalised loses her position now, and she's amongst the back 3 as they make the run out towards the far side of the course and the next flight of hurdles. And from this point they've got 5 more to take. Dr. Darcy is 2 lengths clear. Kilkenny Kim just second. Daring Indian, Anginola 3rd and 4th. The improving Bay Fortuna coming there between horses to lie a handy 5th, and improving now past Anginola, who's the latest one to be niggled as they make the run over this 5th flight of hurdles. The leader was sound at that flight. Galactic Power wasn't so good further back, and is another one who's coming off the bridle. El Stig is being ridden, and Tantalised, who's been off the bridle from an early stage, is losing touch at the back of the field. 4 more to take. Dr. Darcy, the steadily improving Bay Fortuna, is there in second place. Daring Indian and Kilkenny Kim and the improving Lady Ra are now 3rd, 4th and 5th. El Stig is next. Galactic Power is struggling to pick up, and Anginola is dropping away quickly as the leaders head on towards 3 from home. Dr. Darcy now with company for the first time in the shape of Bay Fortuna as they jump this flight of hurdles. They crossed it from Daring Indian, Lady Ra, Kilkenny Kim, and then El Stig, who's driven and is about 2 or 3 lengths behind Kilkenny Kim, who's struggling to keep up with the leading quartet as they make the turn for home. Dr. Darcy from the front. Bay Fortuna half a length away in second, 6 lengths to Daring Indian and Lady Ra, who's ridden now back in fourth, then 5 lengths to El Stig, who's gone past Kilkenny Kim. They head towards the home turn, and they're on this straight now with 2.5 furlongs to travel and 2 flights to take, and it's been a bold effort from the front here for Dr. Darcy. Comes towards 2 out, and he's now a length and a half clear of Bay Fortuna, who's strongly driven in second place, but still in there pitching as they head towards the last. They're 8 lengths ahead of Daring Indian, and then 6 more back to Lady Ra, but 2 horses have gone clear here. On the right, Dr. Darcy running on gamely to challenge now Bay Fortuna in the air together at the final flight, neither particularly fluent, but Bay Fortuna got away from it the quicker, has now gone 3/4 of a length clear and ridden out towards the line. It's Bay Fortuna who's out in front here for Dave Cross, and asserts to go a couple of lengths clear close home. From the front running, Dr. Darcy second, Daring Indian third, and Lady Ra was fourth.
The Mark Usher trained Bay Fortuna wins Division 1 of that handicap. Hurdle for David Cross, Dr. Darcy in second, and Daring Indian back in third.
Bet £5 and get a £20 bet free when you sign up with Coral. Coral, raising the game.
Runners going down to the start for the QTS Scottish Champion Hurdle, Grade 2, 2 miles, 14 runners.